Say hello to our newest hero. This young man has volunteered to be a field resetter. Tell us your name, young man.
My name's Jackson.
Nice to meet you, Jackson. We're glad to have you up here, Jackson. Another one? Perfect, yes. Paula Moss, come to the tech table. We appreciate all of you who have volunteered yourselves, or more rather, volunteered your children to help reset the field. They will be a great help. We very much appreciate your tremendous sacrifice. Yep. We are preparing for Q10. The robots are on their way to be placed. Go ahead. They're being placed on the field, and then after they are placed, we will get started. Got it. Shiloh Moss to the tech table. Shiloh Moss. Sorry. Wait, that says 9364J.
You're not in the wrong queue again.
Hey, we need to send the field back to Q10. Field 2 should be on Q10. It's reading 12. Should be 10. Field 2, yeah, Field 2. Field 2 should be on 10. There we go. Glad we caught that.
Last match. I thought it was match 9.
It's good. Yeah.
So, skills has to be manually entered. It's not open yet. We're going to extend the closing time to give people time.
Got it. Skills is not currently open because of the manual entering. However, the closing time of skills will be extended, so you'll have more time to do it. We just aren't starting yet. But we are ready for Q2. It's reading 12 again. Saying 12 again. We're on 10. Okay, so now it says, oh. Okay, so we are ready for Q10. Red, you're ready? Blue, you're ready? Ref, are we ready? Autonomous in 3, 2, 1. There it goes. And so now we start this match. If you notice Blue Alliance is down a robot, that's okay. 9364H is not making an appearance this match. And so Red wins autonomous. We are moving on to driver control in 3, 2, 1. All right, and we have started driver control. So Blue Alliance is going to be facing a 1-on-2 matchup. This match, Red Alliance trying to maneuver one of those rollers just like Blue. Meanwhile, the other Red Alliance member is, Red Alliance is shooting discs into the goal, has successfully made 2 shots. Blue Alliance misses its first one, and its second one gets kicked back out of the front of the robot. Meanwhile, the other member of Red Alliance, the newcomers from PAL, have collected a disc into their system and are moving it over and have almost gotten it to the low zone. Meanwhile, Blue Alliance fires 1 disc and successfully gets it into the goal. Red Alliance continues aiming with its other robot. And now moving around, moving toward a disc and running their intake. They're moving along with it. Blue Alliance fires another disc and scores it into the goal. That means we are tied in high discs. It appears Red Alliance is stuck. From PAL High School, but Blue Alliance appears to be hitting Red Alliance. And Blue Alliance is moving to line up a shot and fires, but it just leaps out of the top of their robot. So Blue Alliance continues moving to ready another shot. Meanwhile, Red Alliance is somewhat, both members of Red Alliance having some issues driving on discs. Blue Alliance fires. Remember, Red Alliance won autonomous. That's worth 2 high discs worth of points. We'll see how this shakes out at the end because we've got 5 seconds left. It's time for endgame. Blue Alliance deployed an endgame, and Red Alliance's endgame did not deploy. It'll be interesting to see who won that match. And then we'll be able to reset. Students have placed their robots and are putting on their goggles. There we go. The robots are being readied with 63303A and 63303D on the Red Alliance, and the Blue Alliance of 16859A and 63303B on the Blue Alliance. Red Alliance appears to be having some connection issues. While we are waiting for the technical issues to be fixed, does your robot have a name? Scriblo? Scrimblo is the name of 16859A, and 63303. Wait, this is the Red Alliance station. Okay. Sorry, the Blue Alliance station. So 63303B, does your robot have a name? And the other robot is named Doodlebob for the Blue Alliance. It will be interesting to see how Scrimblo and Doodlebob perform in this match once we get some issues worked out with electronics. We have a potential rivalry match between teams of the same school in this match. 63303B is playing 2 teams from the same goal. That is 63303A and 63303D. Good. Autonomous in 3, 2, 1. So the autonomous for one Red Alliance member is running, and it appears Blue Alliance's autonomous is also running. Blue Alliance manipulated one of the rollers and we have debate over whether Red Alliance or one of the alliances touched the other side on autonomous. So we have blue wins autonomous. They did not touch the other side. And so now we are moving on to driver in 3, 2, 1, driver. So while we have two members of the match competing in that corner, and the reason she is able to touch the robot right now is because it has not moved. They were having the connection issues earlier. Might be a radio plug-in issue. It appears to be a battery issue, though, as she is holding a battery. But right now, the members that are participating in the match, we have 63303A trying to catapult the disc into the goal, but dry firing it once again with the disc flying and flipping through the air. Now they're playing defense against each other, trying to keep those rollers. Red Alliance is trying to prevent Blue Alliance from switching those. And so there is a tussle in the corner. Now the other member of Blue Alliance has started moving and has touched the robot for 63303D. And so now the Blue Alliance member is moving towards a disc, moving over a disc. And there is still a tussle in that corner. But now Blue Alliance has removed itself from that tussle and appears to be intaking discs and lining up a shot. The flywheel is spinning up, and 2 discs were fired. Neither made it to the goal, which means that red team scored the points. It appears Red Alliance has come back online, so now it's a 2 against 2 match once again. And so now Red Alliance controlling another one of those, manipulating another one of those rollers. Something about being very careful to stay inside. I don't know what was said there or what that was about. It looks like we have a dangling end game from the Blue Alliance. And that ends the match. And that concludes our match. Now we have qualification match 12 between 9364J and 16859D on the Red Alliance. And for the Blue Alliance, we have 9364K and 24816T. Got some interesting robots with another canopy on a robot. Students are placing goggles, readying their robots, and plugging in the robot's batteries. It appears Red Alliance is still having a few issues with the robot. They're getting them adjusted. Okay. They're not ready. They're still plugging into the plugging their controller into the field. Okay. Blue Alliance, are you ready? Okay, we are ready. Autonomous starts. 2, 1. There we go. Now that autonomous has started, we see that only one robot autonomous is running. We already confirmed that Red Alliance did not have any. Discs are firing from the autonomous, and oh, it almost sat right on the top of that goal. I do not remember if that counts or not, but it doesn't matter now because autonomous is over and Red wins because of those misses. So we're moving on to driver control in 3, 2, 1. So now we are in the driver control period. Blue Alliance is moving around, collecting some discs, readying the shot, and firing all 3, and all 3 go into the goal. Other Blue Alliance member is readying to fire, fires 3, makes 2. Now Red Alliance trying to play some defense, trying to alter blue team shots, successfully does so on some of those because they did not make it into the goal. I don't know what she said, but something about Chattanooga. And the Red Alliance is absolutely playing killer defense. Blue Alliance missing more shots, and Red Alliance now trying to remove their teammates from being stuck on a disc. We'll see if that works out. Red Alliance still playing brutal defense. Blue Alliance cannot get a clean shot off. Red Alliance going over to play defense, but Blue Alliance gets off 2 of its shots before anyone can access. We have chains broken on the field. I don't know what they're to, but that can't be good. Blue Alliance goes and turns 1 of the rollers, turns 2 of the rollers. Red Alliance, now that it has become free from the discs, changes 1 of the rollers also. Got 27 seconds left. Blue Alliance fires some more discs. Red Alliance continues to play staunch defense. However, Blue Alliance still able to turn 1 of the rollers. Now Blue Alliance is playing defense on the Red Alliance robot that has been working so hard at it this whole match. But Red Alliance is slippery and able to escape and turn 1 of those rollers. Endgame has been deployed. Climbing robot? Climbing robot? Oh, that's brutal, dude. I love it. And so now we get to see a showcase of our brand new field resetters and score counters. And so, again, we appreciate all of the volunteers we got after lunch. The previous match, it appears, has been finished scoring. And I don't have any scores to announce to y'all because they don't give them to me. So I'm sorry, but your guess is as good as mine. It appears that 9364 is performing some kind of ritual, clapping around their robot. And now that I brought attention to it, they appeared to have stopped out of embarrassment. Our field resetters are hard at work. Again, thank you for volunteering your children.
I messed up the score on this, but I already saved it. What do
I had no idea. So while we are waiting, I'm going to give you an update from the middle school fields. Or not, because their match just ended. Yes, their match just ended. So we will visit the high school once again to see if any of the fields have been reset. It appears robots are being readied. Ready? We are putting remotes down. There's something on the field, a quote from the blue team. Okay, we are ready to go. So autonomous in 3, 2, 1. So we have both red and blue alliances moving towards those rollers. Blue Alliance firing some discs, neither of them going in. Red Alliance firing 2 discs, both of them making that long trip all the way to the goal. Blue Alliance firing almost over the net. And that concludes our autonomous period. Blue has won autonomous, and so now we move on to driver control in 3, 2, 1. So now Blue Alliance moving around, readying to aim and fire. Fires 2 discs, one of them goes in. Meanwhile, The other member of Blue Alliance is kind of parked in a corner, not moving around very well. Oh, there was a pin in the corner, but it was quickly ended. Blue Alliance angling to get a shot, but Red Alliance not making it easy on them. Moving around, Blue Alliance hasn't been able to get a clean shot off. Red is in possession of 5 discs. I don't know how that happened, but apparently something got stuck up in intake. Okay, red team is now good and continue to play. Aiming, firing one, it falls short. Firing a second one, and it goes in. Red Alliance has now scored more discs than Blue. Blue Alliance readying the shot to change that and scores all 3 discs. Red Alliance continues to collect discs and go around. Blue Alliance continues to have some issues moving around. And Blue Alliance now moving toward the rollers and switches one to its color. Blue Alliance going under the goal to ready the shot, but Red Alliance not making it easy on them. But Blue Alliance shoots and scores 2 of their 3 discs. But Red Alliance disrupts them from shooting the third, and they shoot the third past Red Alliance. Despite their best efforts, Blue Alliance was able to score all 3. Whoa! Hey! I don't think I'm that bad of an MC. You don't have to shoot at me. So now we have more competition in the corner. Blue Alliance deploying in-game, so there's no trapping in in-game. Trapping is no longer a rule. I was informing the audience. I wasn't talking bad about you, don't worry. But that does conclude our match. And wow, look at how efficiently this next match got set up. I mean, look at this. Remember in the dark ages when we used to have to wait 2 to 3 minutes for the field to be reset? I mean, look at this. It's practically done. Okay, so now we've already got alliances setting up, and it appears we are missing a robot. We appear to be missing 9364H. So we've got a catapult in a 1-on-2 matchup because 9364H is not here. And so 9364H has a representative, but their bot is not ready. So he is standing here. So it is a 1-on-2 from 63303A. We are putting the remotes down to signify we are ready, and autonomous in 3, 2, 1. So we've started this 1-on-2 matchup with the Blue Alliance firing its preloads into the low zone and scoring them for its team. And the Red Alliance trying to fire 2 discs, but missing. But Red Alliance wins autonomous. We are moving on to driver control in 3, 2, 1. Driver control has begun. So Red Alliance is readying its catapult, and the disc flips up in its mechanism. Now it's moved on to the roller. Red Alliance has fired 2 discs now and gotten them into the goal. Red Alliance picking up those discs that were in Blue's low zone and readying and firing all 3 of them into the goal, making all 3 shots. Meanwhile, Blue Alliance still struggling to collect discs, fires 1, but it is no good. Red Alliance firing 2 discs and making both of them. Red Alliance playing defense on Blue Alliance, making it not easy for this bot to make a stand. A trap was called, and so Red Alliance had to back up from the count. And Blue Alliance is now maneuvering around, seeing what they can do. Red Alliance fires some more discs into the goal. And now there's a clash of robots at the field. And Blue Alliance really not able to do a lot with the strong defense from this red robot. It appears Blue Robot is not moving. Blue Alliance has begun moving again. They have an orange message on the brain, so that might be one of their issues. Might be a motor disconnect, might be something else. Who knows? But Red Alliance having no issues here, putting more discs into the goal. And now Blue Alliance is doing donuts. And now what is the other red robot doing? The other red robot is still scoring. Apparently they didn't get the memo. It's 10 seconds left. Are we gonna do donuts? Nah, they said put on more steam.
Can you call 46136A?
Yes, 46136A. You are needed to queue. And so that concludes our match after our fun little spinning match between the Blue Alliance and Red Alliance. Just a great time all around. So this young man just asked why they were spinning. With the match going the way it was, they knew that the match was essentially over by that point. So they were having good fun with their robots, and in a display of sportsmanship, decided to do synchronized donuts around the field, because that just shows what kind of a great community the Vex community is. And now, thanks to our bevy of new field resetters, we have a reset field and are readying robots for Qual 15. Rocky is back. Again, the only robot who, because it has a giant sticker on the side of it that says Rocky. Go Vols. I don't know why we're saying go Vols right now, but honestly, it's never a bad time to say go Vols. And so these teams are preparing their discs, their preloads in their robots. We are getting ready to begin Qual 15. Controllers have not been set down yet. Is going. It appears both alliances have moved some. I don't know. But Blue Alliance is moving around and picking up 3 discs, almost possessing 4, but then fires one of their 3 discs at the end of autonomous. Driver control in 3, 2, 1. And so now it is once again Blue Alliance moving toward the goal, readying the shot, but Red Alliance playing excellent defense. Red Alliance using its catapult to fire some discs at the goal, but none of them went in. Blue Alliance aiming and firing from its flywheel. 2 of 3 go in. Red Alliance still not making it easy for them, but Blue Alliance gets more shots off with their disc, with their launcher. There's a bit of a tussle between Blue Alliance and Red Alliance toward the blue goal. Red Alliance not making it easy, but Blue Alliance still able to get the shot off and into the goal. Red Alliance now blocking Blue Alliance. Let's see if Blue Alliance, Red Alliance climbing up into Blue Alliance. Red Alliance just pushing Blue Alliance around. Actually, it was Blue Alliance retreating to get a better shot. And indeed, outmaneuvers Red Alliance and is able to fire 2 discs. Blue Alliance continues to get discs, continues to move toward that goal and fire them. The other member of Blue Alliance appears to be stuck on a disc, but that's still not stopping Blue Alliance from racking up a bunch of points. Oh, and Red Alliance has run into Blue Alliance so hard that they flipped themselves, but have righted themselves once again. Let's see how it works out for them. Red Alliance fires a disc and misses once again. But again, the defense from 9364J is absolutely brutal for this Blue Alliance. Blue Alliance is deployed in-game, Red Alliance is deployed in-game, and that concludes our match. High school and middle school skills are now open. So now we are readying the robots for Qual 16. All of the controllers are connected. Red Alliance making some Blue Alliance making some adjustments to their license plates, hence why I said Red Alliance. So we are once again about to see 63663A with their brick of a robot with that large frame, and 24816C with their U-shaped cover for their end game. And Blue Alliance 9364K, I have one question. The tiny orange Robosaurus on your robot, did you get it as part of the promo code that they were giving those out for free? You did not. They got the Robosaurus just to put on their robot. Incredible. Blue Alliance needs to put on goggles, and then we should be ready to go. Autonomous in 3, 2, 1. So Red Alliance, Control C, now that I see its name tag, moving around, aiming, firing the discs, but is off target. Blue wins autonomous. We are moving on to driver control in 3, 2, 1. So Blue Alliance with the Robosaurus and the rubber ducky. I did not see the rubber ducky before. Moving around with some discs, moving towards the blue goal, aiming the shot, fires 3 discs, all 3 go in. Red Alliance doing the same with their catapult, firing all 3 into the goal. Possibly the most effective catapult we've seen today. Red Alliance trying to play some defense against Blue, successfully pushing them out of Blue's intended path, but Blue Alliance able to escape and get off 2 shots before Red Alliance is able to catch them. The other member of Blue Alliance appears to be stuck on some discs. So Control C, Red Alliance, has been able to fire another burst of 3 discs from their catapult into the goal. Blue Alliance still intaking disc. Whoa! Hey, I know I'm probably talking about the catapult too much, but I think the catapult's cool. You don't have to shoot me over it. Anyway, speaking of that catapult, it just fired 3 more discs into it. And now Blue Alliance readying some more discs. 1 disc coming out of the front of their launcher inadvertently. And then Blue Alliance going and pushing their alliance partner, desperately trying to get a shot off, but Red Alliance just not having any of it. Blue Alliance is able to get away and fire 2 more shots. Red Alliance continuing to pick up discs with that catapult and is readying the shot. Blue Alliance now playing defense against Red Alliance. And Red Alliance fires, but only gets 2 of them in instead of their normal all 3. End-games have been deployed, but it appears, and Blue Alliance rolls up some of Red Alliance's end-game mechanism. I'd hate to be the one to try and untangle that. And it looks like we're nearly ready to go with our next match. Again, thanks to our brand new field resetters. So we're currently having small technical difficulties, just robot connection issues. It's not anything like it was earlier today, thank goodness. And we are in qualification 17. And so we are placing on goggles, getting ready to go. We definitely need them because of those in-game mechanisms. Flinging string everywhere. We are ready, so autonomous in 3, 2, 1. Autonomous is running. Red Alliance scores a roller. I can't tell about Blue Alliance. Red Alliance is moving and firing some discs. All 3 of them go into the goal, cross the court from Red Alliance. Red Alliance moves to the other roller, and if they scored that other roller, they scored it. So that's going to be an autonomous win point and autonomous. It is time for driver control in 3, 2, 1. So a little bit about that autonomous win point. That's when you score 2 rollers and 2 discs in the high goal, you get a win point. So that counts towards your ranking as far as alliance selection later on. But back to the match, Red Alliance having deadly consistency with that launcher, scoring a bunch of discs, even in my short explanation time. Firing 3 more, and of course I had to jinx them. My apologies, Red Alliance. Having a much less successful burst there. Blue Alliance firing another disc and scoring it. Red Alliance once again moving to position. Blue Alliance not making it easy for him, but Red was too quick and scored 2 discs. The other member of Red Alliance appears to be having some robot battery or connection issues and is reconnecting that battery. And Red Alliance just scored. In the meantime, Blue Alliance making a shot, but I cannot tell whether it went in because I was looking somewhere else. Red Alliance firing more discs. That goal is very full. Blue Alliance firing another disc, but it falls to the ground. Red Alliance aiming, and none of the discs going in, but just sliding out because of that full goal. Red Alliance now firing another disc, but is able to make it in the goal this time. Blue Alliance tries to fire another disc, but it falls just short. Red Alliance still having some connection issues and has been connected now that in-game is about to start. Let's see what happens. What can Red Alliance do in the meantime? Can we see? In-game has been deployed and the match is over. And these robots are readying on the next field. So it will be just moments. Oh. Whoa there. There's the screen there. And so we should be ready for Qual 18 momentarily. Qual 18 has teams 42652C and 57711C on the Red Alliance, and 24816X and 16859A on the Blue Alliance. All of these robots appear to be flywheel shooters, so we'll see how efficient they are. They're currently readying the robots. And we are currently steadying it. We got to make sure we're not touching that disc. It is indeed not touching the disc. And so Blue Alliance loads its last preloads, and the match is almost ready to begin. We've still just got to connect a controller. Okay, the monitor has been updated to reflect that both bots are now going to use their autonomous. Goggles are on. Autonomous in 3, 2, 1. So Autonomous has begun. Red Alliance just got, it appears, 2 rollers possibly. It's hard to tell from here. Blue Alliance also accessing those rollers. At least one of them scored it. Red Alliance firing a disc, but it falls short. Blue Alliance apparently only scored the 1 roller. So Red wins Autonomous, moving on to driver control in 3, 2, 1. So Blue Alliance moving around collecting some discs and is continuing to drive around the field playing some defense against Red Alliance. Red Alliance moving around trying to, Blue Alliance trying to fire some discs, unable to get off a clean shot and misses it. Red Alliance fires a disc and it makes it into the goal. That double flywheel is cooking the speed. The speed on that disc was incredible. Those flywheels that I was just mentioning the incredible speed of have now slowed down. And meanwhile, there's a tussle at midfield with Blue Alliance trying to position. Blue Alliance possessing 4 discs, so it's going to try and... Okay, Blue Alliance has cleared their 4th disc, so is now able to fire. But their mechanism must have jammed or something because they spat out 2 at once, and that threw them off enough to miss the shot. Meanwhile, Red appears to make a pretty long shot with that mechanism and scores a disc. Now Red Alliance moving toward the rollers, flips it to their side. Blue Alliance not making it easy for him, staying in that corner, and flips it back to Blue. Now the other member of Red Alliance goes across the field and scores 1 and is about to get a 2nd and has scored 2 rollers. Blue and Red Alliance still fighting over that roller. In-game has begun, been deployed by 1, now 2 robots. These in-games have deployed, and they have ended the match. I'm gonna. So now we are readying for Qual 19 with 63303V and 24816T. Sorry, 63303V and 42652A are on the Red Alliance, and 64816T and 63303B are on the Blue Alliance. So now we are making sure we have the correct number of match loads for each alliance. There is some cheering in the back, so something good for someone must have gone on in skills. We're setting controllers down to signify readiness. Or at least one member of Red Alliance is. Or Blue Alliance. I don't remember which side this is. I think it's red. Okay, Red Alliance just finished making the last adjustments to their placement and have set their controller down. There's some pointing from... Oh yes, we were missing 2 discs on the field. That's okay. Our new volunteers are a little bit inexperienced. They will be getting better throughout the day. But now we are ready to go. So Autonomous in 3, 2, 1. So Red Alliance moved a little bit and scored a roller, fired 2 discs, but neither went in. Blue Alliance firing 3 discs and 1 goes in across the court. Blue Alliance, the other bot, firing 2 discs, and whoa! Did we just shoot over the net again? Anyway, as I was saying, Blue Alliance firing 2 more discs, 1 of them goes in. Now Autonomous is being scored. And so Blue wins Autonomous. We are going to driver control in 3, 2, 1. Now these robots are out collecting discs, looking to make the most of it. Red Alliance firing some. but not making any in the goal. Blue Alliance not making it easy with 6-3-3 on the Blue Alliance, playing some defense against 6-3-3 on the Red Alliance. But while that happens, 4-2-6-5 on the Red Alliance is able to shoot some discs, but none go in. Meanwhile, Blue Alliance now steadying some shots, fires 3, 2 go in. 6-3-3-V on the Red Alliance seems to be having some driving issues. I don't know if it's stuck on a disc or what it's related to, but this is not a good situation for Red Alliance. And it appears that a member of Blue Alliance is stuck also, but their Alliance member was able to free them. Blue Alliance now fires 2 discs, both going, 3 discs, all 3 going into the goal. And it taking one of those rebounds and nearly has beached itself on, but its Alliance partner bails it out once again, but now appears to be stuck on a disc, but is able to slowly move around. Let's see if their Alliance partner can help them, because there's 30 seconds left. It's almost time for endgame. Red Alliance moving to take some of those rollers, but having trouble getting a grip on them. Red Alliance converting a roller. Blue Alliance not making it easy for the second one, but Red gets it anyway. Blue Alliance now trying to work its way inside. Blue Alliance accessing that roller. Let's see if they can get it out. It's endgame. They're flinging string all over the ring. And that's the match.
What blue?
Ooh. So are they? Okay, so if you're wondering about the big canopy hitting the goal, it is fine unless discs come out of it, and then that is a no-no. But thankfully, the Blue Alliance was able to get away with it that time, or thankfully for the Blue Alliance, they were able to keep from breaking that rule. But now we're on to Qual Match 20, once again featuring the newcomers from Powell High School on the Blue Alliance, along with 63303A facing off against 37871A and 9364F. And so it appears we are setting remotes down to signify readiness, and it appears Red Alliance is having some issues and people are looking. So if the match starts, then they have to wait until driver to fix whatever issue it is. Okay, he is running. He is on his way. We'll give him a few short seconds. But now, thanks to the volunteers, he is now slower than our field resetters. Again, thank you so much for volunteering to help us out. And we are plugging in to get ready for the match. And so, there we go. It is plugged in. Okay, so we are ready for Auton in 3, 2, 1. Auton is gone. Blue Alliance is fired into the low goal, taking the more consistent and less risky route, with Red Alliance moving toward the roller but not able to access it in a way that I think they intended. Blue Alliance wins autonomous. We are going to driver in 3, 2, 1. Driver control has begun. 9364F moving, collecting some discs. And now Red Alliance once again trying to spin that roller and is able to spin it, oh, but spins it back to blue. Both members of Red Alliance seem to have drive issues in that corner. So now Red Alliance has been able to move, one of their bots has been able to move somewhat away from it. Now we've got two robots not moving with the clash in the middle of the field. And the newcomers from Powell High School put a disc into the low zone. Red Alliance has some discs and are moving into the low zone, and deposit one into the low zone as well. So now Blue Alliance fires one towards the goal, but it misses and then rolls out of the red low zone, unfortunately for the Red Alliance. So now we have Blue Alliance trying to convert some of those rollers, or now just trying to get away, but Red Alliance not making it easy for them. Whoa, Red Alliance has a very wobbly flywheel over here. So now the newcomers from Powell are moving toward the low zone. And Blue and Red Alliance are still locked in that corner trying to compete over those goals, and that ends the match. We are apparently still scoring that previous match because that is a lot. That is a lot of in-game mechanisms to wind back up. So it looks a little more interesting over there. So we're going to take a short break from high school and look and see what middle school robotics is up to. They are readying their bots and are about ready. And so they're putting the final readiness on their robots. And I'm simply waiting to hear from high school whether I need to go back there or we are starting this middle school matchup. This middle school matchup is between 18,000H and 16859C on the Blue Alliance, and with 663S and 663X on the Red Alliance. Okay, scratch that. All of those team names I just announced were wrong because the monitor was displaying something different than what happened. It's actually 10261B and 18,000G21, and autonomous has started. Hopefully. Or maybe. I don't know. I'm going to go check back in with high school to see if we are ready to go. They are readying the robots over in high school. So sorry, middle school, but my true calling is over here in high school. Don't worry, you'll get here one day. So this high school matchup is Qual 21, and it is between 24816H and 63663A on the Red Alliance, and 16859D and 24816X on the Blue Alliance. We are placing controllers on the ground to signify readiness. We've got Blue Alliance making final winding to their in-game mechanism. hold on just a moment. Do we need more people volunteering? To get on the field, yes. So we are almost ready to go with this high school matchup. Man, it seems like I'm missing quite the match over in middle school. I'm going to go watch on the projector just like all the fans until they tell me that they are ready for high school. So it looks like we've got a tussle in the corner between Red and Blue Alliance in middle school, moving for those rollers. And a very blinky camera. Two very blinky cameras. They continue to tussle over the roller in the corner, and it appears the high school match is ready to start, so I will return to my post. And so now we are swapping the placement of the robots, interestingly. It seems as though this may have been considered earlier. Might be some trickeration on the part of blue team, we'll see. And it appears we have missed the whole of the middle school match, disappointingly. And now we are setting controllers down to signify readiness. Autonomous in 3, 2, 1. And now we have finally started qualification match 21. So Red Alliance moves and takes at least one of the rollers. The scorekeeper is saying no on the other. Red team fires some discs, and they both fall short, but one of them bounces out of Blue's low zone. Blue wins autonomous. And so we are going to driver control in 3, 2, 1. And so now these teams have once again started moving towards the disc. Red Alliance aiming for their shot, firing two, missing both, firing a third, and making it. Blue Alliance moves toward the roller once more, and there is some awful clicking sound coming from one of these robots, and it appears some kind of spacer has fallen out of, I think, a Blue Alliance robot, and the monitor has been disconnected, and it's back. So now Red Alliance fired some more, got one of its two discs into the goal. Blue Alliance aiming to fire, fires two, fires three, makes two. We need 24816T and 16859B right now, according to this person. So now back to the match. Red Alliance appears to be getting more discs, aiming them and firing three, none going in, only two falling into Blue's low zone. Blue Alliance appears to be having some issues close to its own goal with 16859D being stuck on the corner. And now it appears both the robots are stuck. And so Red Alliance now has free reign to fire without defense. Let's see how this changes their accuracy. And they make 1 out of 3. So Blue Alliance still completely struggling, and in-game has begun. This is not looking good for Blue Alliance. Red Alliance just fired three discs, two of them making it into the goal. Unfortunately for Blue Alliance, they have not been able to get unstuck from that corner, and that ends our match. We are about to start qual match 22. Don't tell them now, but I have noticed their strange ritual around the robot once again. They stand around it and clap and bang their knees together. It's the team with the Robosaurus on their robot, the stuffed one, not the sticker. Those are two different teams, and as a matter of fact, in Qual 23, they will play against each other. But as of right now, in Qual 22, we are readying robots from 24816T and 16859B on the Red Alliance, and 42652C and 19331W on the Blue Alliance. Controllers are being connected. Teams are confirmed. Robotics. Controllers have been set on the ground, and so I'm waiting to get word from the referee on whether we can start the match right now. She is conferring with someone else. Ready to go? Autonomous in 3, 2, 1. Red Alliance moves forward and collects a disc. Now is turning, aiming toward the goal, and we've seen some long shots from this robot. Let's see how it works out. And they flew unstable. Blue Alliance, meanwhile, taking 2 long shots, and one of them goes in. Blue wins autonomous, and so we are moving on to driver control in 3, 2, 1. And now we have got Red Alliance taking one of those rollers and collecting a disc. Meanwhile, Blue Alliance trying to shift one of those rollers, driving into it, and unable to make it. Red Alliance aiming toward the goal, fires 3, makes 2 shots. Blue Alliance now slowly moving toward the roller. Red Alliance firing 3 discs, one of them makes it once again. Blue Alliance moving toward that roller and finally turns it. Red Alliance fires some discs and makes one of them. Red Alliance continues to go try and move some discs into the low zone, while their alliance partner is trying to shoot. But Blue Alliance knocks them off track for their last shot, and so that's a miss. That can be credited to the excellent defense of 19331W on the Blue Alliance. Meanwhile, now 9331 is away. Red Alliance able to fire some discs much more accurately. Let's see if they can get back and play some good defense once again. Blue trying to cause some interference. Will it help them? It turns out it wasn't needed because Red missed all 3 of the discs. Blue Alliance appears to be struggling with that disc, struggling to move with that disc because Red Alliance was able to get those shots off uncontested. Now in-game has started. Is anyone going to fling string? Yes, we had some string flung, and that concludes the match. We are now preparing for our next match in the high school division with Rocky once again being there. Again, the only reason I mentioned the name is the sticker.
Oh yeah, I need to set it up.
So these teams are readying themselves, airing up those pneumatic tanks. There we go. And so now it's apparently 9364K that does the strange ritual with the clapping before their match. Let's see if that gives them some extra voodoo on that robot to make some long distance shots during Auton. it appears a different team is doing the clap and the clap thing. And it appears we have some illegal placement because the robot was touching outside of the legal starting area as confirmed by the paper test. And so, okay, and we are setting controllers down to signify readiness. We are placing the last preloads and controllers. And we are ready to go. Autonomous in 3, 2, 1. And so Blue Alliance tries some long distance shots with Rocky, both falling short. Red Alliance apparently not using an auton on one of the robots. Rocky collecting a disc off the ground and making the long distance shot to score for the blue team. Autonomous has been won by blue. It is time for driver control in 3, 2, 1. All right, so we've got a grudge match apparently between 9364K and G. Red Alliance scoring all 3 discs on that first burst. And now moving to fire some more. Meanwhile, Rocky firing some discs into the goal, and Red Alliance missing with its second burst of 3. That could cost them later on. Blue Alliance now working to change one of the rollers, but appears to be having some issues. Red Alliance now firing much more accurately once again. That's the accuracy we've known from them all day long. We have some jumping and clapping from the Blue Alliance. And so now, what? Oh, okay. And now they're yelling to the referees about pinning. And now the Red and Blue Alliance are being brutal in that corner. There's a chain broken laying on the field. Let's see who that affects and what it changes. Blue Alliance with Rocky able to balance a disc on the edge, and it just falls off. So now Red Alliance once again moving to prepare for a shot. Fires 2 more, and both of them go in. Rocky doing the same and knocking a disc out of their goal in that process. Red Alliance now moving to shoot again. And now everybody's yelling. And now they're seeing if they can adjust his end game, but some excellent defense is played by Rocky. It seems like only 2 bots were able to successfully deploy their end games. Hold this for just a second. Thank you. Sorry, I need some water. So now we are ready for match Qual 24. These robots are being prepared by 63303D and 63303C on the Red Alliance, with 24816C and 42652A on the Blue Alliance. Speaking of 42625A, they just accidentally shot their end game, so this could be a minute because they're going to have to wind all of that up before the match. While they do that, because I have yet to see one of these string end games be wound up quickly, though he is trying his absolute best and doing a very quick work of it. This is a man who has put in a lot of practice with that robot. We're going to check in with middle school and see how they're doing. Oh, they're scoring a match. So we're going to go back to high school, and wow, it appears he's already wound up one of his intakes. This is a man who has been here before. And the intake has been wound back up, and so now he is placing in the match loads. And so our match is about ready to begin. We are ready for autonomous in 3, 2, 1. So the match has begun now. Blue Alliance fires some discs prematurely. One of them bounces and rolls all the way into the low zone for the Red Alliance. The rest of the robots appear to have barely moved. No rollers scored. Red wins autonomous by 1. Rather unfortunate occurrence for Blue. Driver in 3, 2, 1. There we go. So now we are back to driver control once again. And we need an announcement.
10261.
We need 10261C to report to table 1 for what appears to be middle school. But back to the match now. Blue appears to have shot and scored one of the discs. It has those flywheels spinning up and has scored another one. Meanwhile, Blue Alliance has also claimed one of the rollers, and it appears Red Alliance has claimed some rollers as well. Control C appears to have little control over that C, or catapult, because it has been firing constantly this whole match. Blue Alliance has scored another disc, and now Red Alliance is aiming to shoot without the catapult with the flywheel, and you can hear how fast that thing's spinning. Oh, but the disc wobbles and doesn't make it. Now the disc has hit the lid, and they have not scored either of the discs they were trying to fire. Control C is now playing defense against their own team. I don't know what that strategy is, but now Blue, since they grouped themselves together, was able to defend both of them and keep them in the corner. Meanwhile, the other member of Blue Alliance is trying to wrangle some discs and possibly get them into the goal. Endgame has just begun, so let's see how these robots end. The flap has opened and thankfully not touched a goal this time. Control C has deployed theirs. Blue Alliance has also deployed theirs. It's a red string, it's hard to tell. And that concludes our match. So now we have qual match 25 with two teams from 9364 on the Blue Alliance. That is J and F against 63303B and 19589. I can't see the letter A. The field is finishing up being reset. And it appears that disc is way out of line. Now it's back in line. Now it's back in line more. And so Red Alliance is ready. Blue Alliance is still connecting and getting ready to go. It says, it says one of the members of Blue Alliance is not connected. Where's, oh, okay. And now apparently Blue Alliance had, was that 3 discs in their bot? Interesting. That was not quite legal for preloads, so good thing our wonderful judge caught that. And so it is autonomous in 3, 2, 1. So now Red Alliance firing some discs all the way across the court, 2 of them going in. And now firing 2 more discs, but both fall short. Now almost firing another disc. I saw it move toward that flywheel, but it did not go all the way there. So Red wins autonomous. Driver. Sorry, Red also got autonomous win point. We are going to driver control in 3, 2, 1. So our match has entered driver control. Both teams going to get some discs. Blue making a shot, but it fell short. Blue making another shot that also fell short. Those shots may not have been intentional, or they intended to go to the low goal, so actually they didn't fall short. Meanwhile, Red Alliance shooting at that goal, also putting some discs in Blue's low zone with some missed shots, but also making some. And putting a burst of 3 in right then. There is some tremendous defense being played by Blue, not making it easy for Red Alliance to put the discs in the goal. Red Alliance missing 2 shots there. There's a trap, and Blue Alliance backs out just in time for it not to be considered trapping, and it appears a member of Red Alliance has been beached on the corner, and apparently Red Alliance has rescued them. Red Alliance makes some shots and misses some of them. And so now we've got another tussle involving 19589A. Now Blue Alliance disrupting that last shot from Red Alliance, but the first 2 still go in. Meanwhile, now Blue Alliance going over once again to play great defense, altering the trajectory of 2 more shots from Red Alliance. You cannot get away from 9364J. And while it was a trap and 9364J had to back away, Red Alliance still fired some discs, but actually still missed. In-game has been deployed from 1 robot, and that concludes our match.
Did not.
So we're almost ready for qual match 26. So now we have 63303B and 9364H. Curious to see if 9364H makes a return for this match. And it appears that they will. Meanwhile, Blue Alliance is still placing, and they have a bracket that they use to place their robot rather cleverly. Let's see if they can use that to make a very consistent autonomous. Meanwhile, the other member of Blue Alliance has arrived, and it is in the process of placing. Field resetters, that is not volunteer candy. Goggles down. Okay. The Red Alliance is ready. Blue Alliance is still adjusting things on their controller. They have placed the controller down, signifying they're ready to go. So autonomous in 3, 2, 1. Autonomous has begun. So Red Alliance adjusting one of those rollers, spinning up that flywheel, but both alliances falling short on their long shots. Sorry, Blue Alliance overshooting, possibly. I don't remember. Red wins autonomous, so we are moving on to driver control in 3, 2, 1. Blue Alliance moving around, but 9364H making a return this match, not making it easy for him, blocking them out of the way. A spacer has fallen out of 9364H. We'll see how that affects their robot's performance. Blue Alliance able to fire 3 discs, but only 1 goes in. Blue Alliance taps the corner of the red robot, and the red robot coincidentally misses their shot. So whether that was because of Blue Alliance, I don't know, but apparently Blue Alliance may have altered them in some way. Meanwhile, the other member of Blue Alliance hanging out around the rollers, seeing what they can do there, now moving away. Red Alliance now moving the discs around, intaking 1, and positioning themselves toward the goal, spinning up that flywheel, getting ready to shoot, and overshoots the first, overshoots the second, and now is out of discs. Meanwhile, Blue Alliance aiming and firing 3 discs with 2 of them going in. Blue Alliance intaking some more discs. Meanwhile, 9364H, heavy, moved out of the low zone, and Blue Alliance is firing some more. Shoots short on the first one, but makes the second one and is collecting more discs to reposition. Fires again, misses again. And now Blue Alliance playing some defense. Whoa, deploys in-game. In-game has been deployed. Skills will be open until 4:30. So that concludes our match. So we are getting ready for wall match 27. That is between 24816X and 57711X. They are not related to my knowledge, but both of them have the letter X. And that's the Red Alliance. But for the Blue Alliance, we have 63303A and 16859B. We have 1 controller not connected for the Blue Alliance. It appears they just forgot to plug it in. And now it's ready. Autonomous in 3, 2, 1. So we've got red team making some long shots during autonomous, making 1 of 2 of them, and moving the roller, now collecting. Oh, it's Rocky. I forgot to mention the giant nameplate again. And this time Red Alliance just positions themselves in the middle of the field, but they still win autonomous. So red won autonomous. We're moving on to driver control in 3, 2, 1. Red Alliance is moving one of those rollers and scores a roller. Meanwhile, Rocky on the Red Alliance scores 3 discs in quick succession. Blue Alliance trying not to make it easy for him. Moving around, playing some defense. Moving back towards them, trying to throw off that shot. Succeeds 1 time, and Rocky misses a disc. The other member of Red Alliance moves a disc and shoots it, but it is short. Meanwhile, Blue Alliance, the catapult robot, appears to be having some issues. The other member of Red Alliance scores a disc. There's 1 minute left in the match. They're still going. Blue Alliance still trying to put something together here. And it looks like that strategy is going to be rollers. They flip one of the rollers. They're going for another. But it appears a disc was stopping them. And so we've got some defense being played by the blue robot against Rocky. Rocky just unable to do anything in this situation except escape now. Fires 2 discs and neither of them go in. Sorry, 3 discs and none of the 3 go in. An excellent play from blue. Even though those were fairly uncontested shots, I think their constant defense just was looming over the Red Alliance. And Red Alliance only made 2 of their last 3 shots. Red Alliance now in a tussle over the rollers in the corner, with Blue Alliance trying desperately to keep them. And now Red Alliance fires in-game, and so does Blue Alliance, and so we will see. And so it appears there's a size check on the catapult of the blue team. We need team 42652A for high school to report to field 2. We are waiting on you. Okay. I don't think it's Pal. I don't know. So now the match is being scored and the previous match is still being scored. So we are going to gallivant once again over to middle school. Let's see how they're doing. It appears they're waiting on something or someone. Nope, it's a robot they're waiting on. Some final setting up of the robot is taking place, because with those in-game mechanisms, most of the time they're triggered by rubber bands or some other kind of spring power. So it can be a lot of trouble winding them and making sure they are correct. They're fast.
When they started queuing, I set a stopwatch.
And so I'm going back over to high school to see what the issue is about. It appears there is highly debated things between the judge and the Blue Alliance from the previous qual match. And so that was apparently over a question over the winner of autonomous. So now we are awaiting the next set of robots. Meanwhile, middle school appears to be having some kind of technical difficulties.
be on the field as we speak?
We need 42652A. We need you on the field as we speak. 42652A. Don't make me walk all the way to the pits.
We're waiting for us to clear this. So, give them a minute. Sure.
Got it. So do I need to? Oh, okay, here they go. So apparently that was because of the previous debate over the score. They couldn't clear the field yet, and so they had to go back and charge their controller because it was taking the field so long to reset, which is understandable. But now, thanks to our incredibly fast field resetters, even with that debate, this is still almost as fast as we were running before they volunteered. So again, thank you to our wonderful new field resetters. Okay, now we have made sure that we are in fact on qual 28, not 30. Okay, so we are confirming whether teams have autonomous. We're making sure, make sure to get those controllers connected and set on the ground when you're ready. And so now we have team 16859D and 9364G on the Red Alliance, with teams 42652A and 9364F on the Blue Alliance. We appear to have another catapult bot. We'll see how that works. Now these teams are talking to each other and strategizing. Not on competition channel. I think that's like a new error. So we got a new little error thing that says not on competition channel on the screen. So the Blue Alliance has confirmed that it is good. So we are good to go for Auton in 3, 2, 1. So now Auton has begun. And there we go. One team is moving. And that was the team that had the error code. So we're going to assume that that was resolved. And so autonomous is a tie. And so now we move on to driver control in 3, 2, 1. And so now Blue Alliance fires a disc, but it falls short. Sorry. Yeah, they are falling outside of that low zone like they seem to have been shooting at. Red Alliance going toward that roller. Blue Alliance trying to make it hard. And on the other side of the field, the same thing is happening, except the roles are reversed. And both alliances come away with the roller. So now Blue Alliance is trying to convert that Red Alliance roller. Let's see if they can get away with it. Red was trying to do the same thing to Blue on the near side of the field. A lot of symmetry happening in this match. There we go. Red Alliance flipping one of those rollers, and Blue Alliance flipping a roller on the other side. And now Red Alliance shooting a disc into the goal. And still a tussle in that corner. Blue team has high pointed the red robot and now has had to let it down. And so now, whoa, Endgame just launched out of the field. That was Blue Alliance shooting at their own team member. Their controller disconnected, and that seems to have automatically shot their pneumatics. So their Endgame has been deployed and seems to be tangled around a Red Alliance member. We'll see how that affects anything. And now Blue Alliance trying to play defense. And Red Alliance going for a roller. And unable to convert that roller at the end of the match. So we will await to see how that is represented in terms of score. They're in-game deploying early and tangling around that red robot. So we are waiting for our judge to finish conferring with the Blue Alliance. And after that is over, we will be able to start Qual Match 29, which is between the Red Alliance 19331W and 24816H against the Blue Alliance 63303B and 63303C. Let's see if we can get some extra teamwork from these same school teams on the same alliance. And it appears a battery died on the Red Alliance, so they're changing that out quickly right before the match starts, making sure they're on a fresh battery to be operating at peak performance.
Hey, man.
So we are continuing to wait for our judge, who is, there she is. Something or someone was consulted by the judge, I don't know. Sorry, the referee, not the judge. Judging is a different activity, which you can also volunteer for, not today, but at future competitions. You can volunteer to be things like a judge and judge notebooks and do interviews. If that is more your style than field resetting. Blue Alliance quickly switching to the correct color plates. We are good to go for autonomous in 3. Whoa. It appears there was a slightly illegal starting position from the Red Alliance, so they're adjusting that quickly. Thank you for our wonderful head referee for noticing that and pointing it out. And apparently one of the Blue Alliance members had to adjust also. Now we're ready for autonomous in 3, 2, 1. So now Red Alliance backs up to that roller and did not spin it. Red Alliance, the other Red Alliance robot attempted to fire a disc and it fell way short. Red Alliance has just crossed the center autonomous line. So that means automatic Blue autonomous win. So we are going to driver control in 3, 2, 1. Now I've got Red Alliance continuing to try and rotate that roller. Meanwhile, the other member of Red Alliance crossing over to the goal, firing 3 discs, 2 of them go in. Meanwhile, Blue appears to have some trouble driving at the moment. I don't know if it's stuck on a disc or if it has some other kind of robot issue, but Red Alliance, meanwhile, is taking advantage of this and getting in position to fire 3 more discs, 2 more of which go in. Blue Alliance now in position to fire some discs, spinning up that flywheel, was slightly hit by Red Alliance, which may have thrown off that second shot, but their first one still went in. Blue Alliance now collecting more discs, heading back toward the goal, spinning up that flywheel and firing. The first one goes in, but the second one falls short. Red Alliance now positioning once again and moving away to collect a third disc, and is now moving toward the roller and does it. Blue Alliance fires 2 discs, both of which make it into the goal. Meanwhile, Red Alliance takes a roller. Now Red Alliance playing a little bit of defense, hitting Blue Alliance, and it appears the other member of Red Alliance is stuck in the corner. Red Alliance now completely going for those rollers. We'll see how it works out for him. Blue Alliance appears to have shot a disc or something, but I didn't catch if it went in or not. Blue Alliance trying to convert one of those last rollers at the last second. It didn't work, but they deploy their end game in time, and so does Red Alliance, so that ends our match. So they're still discussing the early in-game deployment. So the team that prematurely launched the in-game has been DQ'd for this match, which means that they won't get the win even though their alliance scored more points. And so they were, Blue Alliance was debating the ruling whether both of their teams win. And I believe the ruling was that they did not, because of the way it's scored. It's in the rule book. I don't know. If you have any questions, ask our wonderful head referee, Kabook. I'm just the one talking. I don't actually have to say anything that matters, so it's easy. I can say that y'all won all of your matches and scored all of the points, and it's not official and it doesn't mean anything. And so our field is now being reset after the debate between the Blue Alliance and the head referee. And now these robots are being prepared and ready to go. And so now the field is almost reset, and we're almost ready to start qual match 30, which is between 46136A and 24816C on the Red Alliance, with 24816T and 57711C on the Blue Alliance. So now we are pretty much ready to go. And so as soon as the teams put their controllers down, Thank you. We are ready to go. Head referee, are we ready? Autonomous in 3, 2, 1. There we go. So now Blue Alliance making a move, spinning up that flywheel with an aimed shot. We'll see. One of them goes in, and the other Blue Alliance member fires some discs, but only one total from the whole team went in. Meanwhile, Red Alliance also attempted some cross-court shots, but neither went in. Again, folks, those cross-court shots are difficult. We are ready for driver control in 3, 2, 1. Blue was the autonomous winner. And now, speaking of the Blue Alliance, they are getting some discs and have moved toward the roller and are now moving back toward the goal and aiming a shot. Both Blue Alliance members have fired discs, so they have put many discs into the goal now. On the Red Alliance, we have the newcomers from Powell High School pushing around some of those discs, pushing one into the low goal. And the Red Alliance with the catapult now has 3 discs and are moving toward the shot. And though Blue tried to play good defense, that catapult fired all 3 discs at once, so they did not get there in time. Meanwhile, Control C appears to have gotten full control of their catapult since the last match, where it was firing sporadically, and are back in the efficient order that we've seen them all day. Firing again, and I had to jinx them. My apologies to Control C, who fired their catapult and missed 2 out of the 3 discs. So now they are ready once again and firing, and 2 of the discs go in. Meanwhile, Blue Alliance also firing, missing both of the discs. Blue Alliance, 1 disc falling short, 1 disc skating over the rim. Meanwhile, Red Alliance, Control C, firing another burst into the goal, deploying that cover to their end game and deploying their end games, and that ends the match. So now we move on to our next match, which is Qual 31. We had no debate from the previous competition, so the field is reset and ready to go. Actually, we have a weird code that says waiting for field activation, whatever that means. There we go. Now it's gone away. We are ready to go. So autonomous in 3, 2, 1. So Red Alliance scoring one of those rollers. It appears Blue Alliance also scored a roller. And so this is between 63663A and 9364J on the Red Alliance. And your Blue Alliance momentarily. It is an autonomous tie, so it's all down to driver control now in 3, 2, 1. So our Blue Alliance is 63303D and 9364H. And so they are fighting over that back roller. I hear some clicking. It seems like it may be coming from 63663A. And so 42652C, please report to field 2. So back to our current match. We have 9364H in that corner trying to get that roller turned or trying to protect that roller. Appears to not be moving. Meanwhile, their partner trying to get some discs and just trying to move around the field, but Red Alliance double teaming them, playing great defense. They have been able to do nothing this match. So now they are back trying to do a roller. They have gotten into position, but Red still pushing on them, making it not easy. Now the count has started for pinning and trapping, and so Blue Alliance trying to maneuver toward the other roller. Meanwhile, Red moving toward the two rollers on the opposite side with their very fast robot and succeeding in converting both of the rollers despite the best efforts of 9364H. Blue Alliance firing a disc, but because of that defense from the Red Alliance, it didn't work. No end games were deployed, and so that ends the match. I don't know about end game, but we've got 4 red rollers and a single disc scored low for Red. So very low scoring match indeed. Tell me, while we are waiting for this match to be scored, I have one question for you. Is that milkshake good?
Yes.
All right, it is confirmed. Milkshakes from Chick-fil-A are good. It is confirmed by our wonderful volunteer field resetters. There is still debate over how the previous match is being scored, which means it was probably pretty close. So it seems like there's debate about whether the wheel of that robot is touching the ground, but it ended up being touched on the other side by a different wheel, so it seems moot. So we are still counting the score. It appears nothing interesting is happening in middle school right now. Or at least there's no match being played. So we wait once again.
It's
not a piston, that's a rubber, it's one of the little rollers on the Omni wheels. Gabriel. So now we are resetting the field. Whatever debate has happened, it has come to a conclusion, and so we're almost ready to start the next match. Match 34 is queuing, so get over here. So now these robots are placed and are being set up and connected. All right, we are good to go. So autonomous in 3, 2, 1. So we're starting. The Blue Alliance has flipped a roller and is moving over. Red Alliance fires a long shot, misses. Blue Alliance fires 3 long shots and hits 2 of them. And converts the other roller. So I believe Blue won autonomous and the autonomous win point. So we're ready to go. Driver control in 3, 2, 1. So Blue Alliance looking to capitalize on that early lead in discs, firing 3 discs, missing 1. Other blue robot firing some discs and making them. Now the Blue Alliance has already picked up 3 more discs and fired them, all 3 going in the goal. This is going sideways very fast for red. Blue Alliance putting more discs in the goal. We've put a bunch in that goal and it's just 1:20 to go. Blue Alliance putting more discs in the goal. Red Alliance struggling to get their firing mechanism to work to fire a disc. Blue Alliance fires more discs. Many of them slide out, but 1 stays. Blue Alliance just continues to, Blue Alliance actually lost points on that last burst. And now is broken even because they knocked a disc out and they have put another disc in that goal. It is very full. It'll be curious to see whether they all stay in there. They fire 1 and it slides out. Meanwhile, Red Alliance is taking over all the rollers. But that was pretty early in the match. Now Blue's making a play for them. Can Red hold them off? Blue Alliance takes one of the rollers, moves toward the other one, pushes the red robot out of the way, taking control of the situation. But now red robot fights back and rallies. Blue robot has to push them away again. In-game has been deployed by red team. By Blue Alliance first, then by Red Alliance. Probably. We're already ready to go. It's a good thing there haven't been any more vigorous debates. So we are setting controllers down. And we're ready to go in 3, 2, 1. So autonomous has started for both teams. Red Alliance firing some discs early, both falling short. But Red Alliance, there is a chain broken or chain disconnected on the field. We are fixing that field fault in the middle or in between Auton and driver control. But as of right now, red wins autonomous. So we are going to driver control in 3, 2. Here's an extra controller. We're continuing in 3, 2, 1, driver control. And so I don't know whose controller this is, but I'm going to keep holding it up until somebody pats me on the back because I'm calling this match that's about to be very exciting, and I don't want to be distracted from it. So Blue Alliance is already moving to take some of those rollers. Meanwhile, Red Alliance firing some discs into the goal. 63303V picking up a lot of discs with that very, very brightly colored polycarbonate plastic decorations. And now, member of Blue Alliance has been pushed out of the way. It looks unable to move. I don't even know. Okay, it is on. Oh, it looks like that wheel is coming out, or that axle is bent very badly, but I see a rubber shaft collar on the ground, so things are not looking good for Blue Alliance. Red Alliance, meanwhile, trying to capitalize on it by positioning, but is struggling to line up. Has lined up, fired 3, made 2. And nobody is claiming this controller. Oh, hey, it has a team number on the bottom. 24816H. You're missing a controller. Hope your autonomous is good, team. But I digress. Red Alliance shooting more discs into the goal. A vigorous struggle around that roller that's controlled by Blue. Blue just trying desperately to hold on to it as the match comes to a close because there is 20 seconds left. Red Alliance lining up to take another shot. Fires 3, misses 2, makes 1. String has fallen out of the Red Alliance robot, so I'm not sure how they can remedy that, but it's end game now, so. I read your team number. Yeah. It's okay. It happens. Well, the controller has been claimed, and the match has come to a close. And there's debate over the previous match again. We are double checking the end game. What was the score? Oh. So this is a close match, so they're recounting end game. Apparently they had missed a tile. I may have spoken prematurely. Well, I mean, end game was being recounted, so I figured it was close. But it's good to have accurate records in Vexvia anyway. I did not look at the baskets. The reports from the field resetters are that there are 22 discs in that high goal. So I spoke way prematurely because that was, what an incredible run by Blue Alliance. Sorry. So now our field resetters are hard at work. You're welcome. So, you've probably heard this before, and our field resetters are doing a wonderful job. Don't get me wrong. However, we need more because listen, these children, they have been working very hard. And so if any of you want to come reset the field, then please volunteer to come help reset the field because it is very instrumental to making this whole process run quickly. Which one?
High school, right here where my thumb is.
Oh, there we go. We need team 37871A at the high school queuing table right now. And so apparently now we need to have one person from each alliance stay to reset the field between every match because we don't have enough field resetters. This begs the question. So here's an interview with the field resetter. Do you think field resetting is fun?
Yes.
You heard it from the best of them. Field resetting is fun, but right now it's time for a match. So we're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1. So now these teams are running their autonomouses on this beautifully reset field. And Blue Alliance positions and misses their shots. So Red Alliance also attempts some long shots and also misses. Red wins autonomous. And another chain came undone. And now we are ready for driver control in 3, 2, 1. Was there chain left on this field? Somebody grabbed it. Okay, so we are starting the match. And so we have Red and Blue Alliance going at it. Blue Alliance playing some fierce defense. Whoa, and in-game is prematurely fallen out or something, and a red license plate has come off. This is whoa there. So apparently that is Red Alliance that lost their end game because the Blue Alliance pushed into them vigorously. So if you see the blue license plate, it's because it's the red license plate that was there, it came off. They're trying to rewind it. Meanwhile, on the other side of the field, some discs have been scored for the Blue Alliance. But Red Alliance still trying to corral their string on the field. Blue Alliance shooting some more discs and making 2 of them. Now Red Alliance is being trapped, even though all they're doing is trying to get the string back under control. It appears a roller came off of an Omni wheel and is rolling around now. Blue Alliance playing some more vicious defense. In-game has begun. And Red Alliance is deployed. And that appears to be the end of the match. Again, we need more field resetters. So please, if you are available to reset fields, please come volunteer. So we are currently putting the final touch. Yes, skills ends at 4:30. Needed to mention that again. Skills ends at 4:30. Okay, we're ready for the next match. So we're going autonomous in 3, 2, 1. So this begins our match, Qual 35. And so Blue Alliance is poised to fire toward the low zone. And Red Alliance fires and misses both discs. And Blue 1 autonomous, we are going to driver control in 3, 2, 1. So, Red Alliance appears to be they had some battery issues. Meanwhile, Blue Alliance is playing some good defense on the remaining member of Red Alliance while their alliance partner is out of commission. And so Red Alliance is going around picking up some disc, moving toward the goal, but can Blue Alliance play some defense and stop them? We will see. And so defense from Blue Alliance wasn't enough. They couldn't get close enough. Shot. All three of them went in. My apologies for not speaking into the mic more. So now we are back to Red Alliance under their goal, going around, pushing into some discs. Meanwhile, the other member of Red Alliance is struggling to move around because it's stuck on a disc. Blue Alliance is moving around, claiming 2 rollers. Red Alliance claims 2 rollers also, and now is back on the move to try and score. Fires 2 discs, and both go in. Now we have a big tussle in the corner between both members of Red Alliance and one member of Blue Alliance. Endgame has begun. Red Alliance is getting in position and fires their endgame. And that concludes our match. So we're still waiting for the previous match to finish scoring. And it looks like we have begun resetting the field. So it has been done scoring. Meanwhile, I'm going over to middle school because this looks like a very intense and heated matchup between some middle school teams. We've got about a minute left over here. And we have the Red Alliance struggling to move around in that corner. Apparently there's some string under their robot, so they're having to keep that contained. Meanwhile, Blue Alliance trying to make the most of it and take some of those rollers, but Red Alliance not having it, trying to take a roller as well. But Blue Alliance playing some good defense, slamming into the Red Alliance robot. But Red Alliance may have completely taken that roller. I am not sure. But the Blue Alliance robot came back and made that not a question. It is now a blue roller. Blue Alliance controls all the rollers, and they are playing defense, strong defense against that red robot. But that red robot now with a little bit of breathing room, moved around, and that is the match. My good sir, on 9364F, I love the chain. You wear it very well. Go Vols. This is qual match 36 between the Red Alliance 9364H and 9364F on the Red Alliance. And on the Blue Alliance, we have 16859A and 63303C. So these robots are getting aired up and positioned to be ready to go. Yeah, he's doing it.
Need to drop your controller. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Ready.
Yes. So we're ready. Autonomous in 3, 2, 1. Blue Alliance creeping forward and turning. Let's see what their plan is. They turn a few more times, go to the roller and turn it. Will it be enough to be scored? I don't know. I'm the MC. We'll see what the scorekeeper says. It is a tie for autonomous. And so we're going to driver control in 3, 2, 1. So it looks like that roller was scored since Red also scored a roller. And it was a little more obvious. Red Alliance, wait. Red Alliance fires a disc into the blue goal. I think that just happened. I'm tired. Anyway, there's a big battle next to these rollers, and the Blue Alliance was trying to prevent Red Alliance from turning it, but eventually decided to peel off. Now Blue Alliance appears to have some issues driving in the other corner, and that's not being helped by Red Alliance's defense. Now Blue Alliance struggling to try and turn that roller and succeeds despite Red Alliance's best efforts. We have a red screen on the controller and it's back. So that was 9364H, had a little bit of electronics issues, but it's back now, I think, possibly. And so now Blue Alliance was making some shots. Red Alliance discharging those discs to put them into the low zone. And so now this match is coming to a close. Let's see how those end games work, because Red Alliance is continuing to move those discs toward the low zone. End game has begun. Let's see what these alliances do. A chain has been lost by one of the robots. End game has been deployed. Again, please, if you can volunteer to be a field resetter, then please do so. And we are already ready. So we're going to autonomous in 3, 2, 1. So we are back with Rocky after a long time of not seeing him, firing some long disc. Whoa there. So we've got Blue Alliance's autonomous being off the mark, firing outside of the net. Rocky firing 4 total discs, one of them going in. Red wins autonomous. We are going to driver control in 3, 2, 1. So right now we have Red cruising around, firing 3 discs, 2 of them going in. And we have Blue Alliance trying to convert some of those rollers. We have Blue Alliance coming back to ensure those rollers and convert them back to blue. Meanwhile, the other member of Red Alliance is firing some discs, but blue is not having any of it, playing staunch defense. Red Alliance appears to have some movement issues. Red Alliance continues to collect discs and fire them at the goal, all three of those going in. So now Red is continuing to have drive issues. Can y'all hear this? Yeah. So we've got Red inching toward the roller and claiming it. Blue Alliance poised to retake it. Will they move? They seem to have some issues in moving right now. Right now, Red Alliance has gotten some discs and flipped a roller and is now poised to shoot again. One of those discs remaining in the goal. Red Alliance continuing to battle in that corner over those rollers, trying to keep them from Blue Alliance. And Red Alliance has already deployed in-game, and now Blue Alliance has. We'll see how this ends up. Okay, now we are resetting this field. So it seems like middle school is starting a match, so while they're resetting that field, I'm going to go talk about it. So Blue Alliance has just moved in their auton, is poised to shoot, and fires, and one of the discs makes it into the goal, and the other rolls out of the low zone for Red, unfortunately for Red. That means that Blue wins autonomous. And we have entered driver control. So now Blue and Red clash at the middle over those discs. Red trying to play some defense. Blue Alliance, the Alliance teammate of Blue, is not having any of it, playing counter defense to give their teammate some time to shoot. An interesting strategy yet that we haven't seen in high school. Whoa, and in-game just prematurely deployed right at some of the Alliance members. Thankfully, it didn't hit anybody. And this is why we wear eye protection. Blue Alliance continuing to try and shoot, even though Red Alliance's defense is making that very difficult. As a matter of fact, none of those three discs went in. Blue Alliance now moving around collecting more discs. Red Alliance has Blue Alliance has 4 discs. They need to get rid of one of them. And it is jammed. It is jammed their mechanism. And it appears they have gotten it out, which they did. And so that premature in-game is really causing havoc in the middle of this field, tangling up a bunch of robots. Almost tangling up the last robot. It's acting like kind of a clothesline, creating a barrier that makes it hard for those robots to pass over. It looks like one of the blue robots is having trouble driving. And so I'm curious to see how this will be ruled by our referees. And now in-game has officially started. And so the deployment of that blue string was perfectly legal. And now I'm going back over to high school because it looks like they just started their match. Sorry I missed the start of it, folks. But we are back, both teams in autonomous. Blue Alliance seeming to have some issues with their launcher because that looked like it was supposed to shoot. We're ready for driver in 3, 2, 1. So now let's see if Blue Alliance can get that launcher back working. Their flywheel is spun up now, so hopefully that's a good sign. And they shoot all 3 discs into the blue goal, and their alliance partner shoots one as well. Now Red Alliance is moving around, taking 2 of the rollers. Blue Alliance fires more discs, but it doesn't look like too many of them went in. Red Alliance poised to shoot once more, using those mechanism wheels to move sideways and strafe, hopefully making them in a better position. Whoa there! And so that was, if it wasn't for the net, one of the drive members would have been struck in the face. This is why we wear eye protection. We have an out-of-size robot on the field. Okay, apparently that catapult is what made them out of size. Or something. Now they appear to be stuck on the corner. Meanwhile, Blue taking this opportunity to shoot some discs, but Red, on the other hand, taking some rollers at the time, but Blue not having any of it, going back, taking back a roller, and then moving and playing some defense. Now Red is attempting to take back the roller, but Blue has pivoted to the other roller and now has gone away to do endgame. And so now Red has deployed endgame. I don't want to be the one to clean that up because that looks like a mess. And this appears to be our last qualification match. And so we are going to start autonomous on qual 39 in 3, 2, 1. We have both teams running autonomous. Blue firing some discs across the field, 1 too high, 1 too low. But Blue still takes 2 rollers and is poised to shoot but doesn't have any discs. Blue wins autonomous. We are moving on to driver control in 3, 2, 1. Blue Alliance collecting some discs and moving toward the goal. Red Alliance playing some defense, not making it easy for them. The newcomers have already figured it out. Defense wins championships. Unfortunately, they weren't able to maneuver to block all of those shots, but that still sapped valuable time from Blue. Blue Alliance now trying to shoot. And I don't know what that noise is, but Blue Alliance now trying to shoot with their other robot. Missed with a few, but made with some others. Red Alliance now moving around and is poised to shoot and makes 3. Blue Alliance also makes many shots. And now Red Alliance again collecting more discs after Blue Alliance just put a few in the goal. Now Blue Alliance shooting more discs. And Red Alliance appears to have lost a chain. I don't know what that's to, but it's probably important. Red Alliance fires 3, makes 2. This is going to be a close one. So Blue Alliance trying to take that roller from Red, but Red not having any of it, trying to keep them from being able to take it. Oh, but Blue is able to maneuver and take it. In-game has started. And so a bunch of in-games have been deployed. Red is able to take the roller and hold it, and that ends the match. And it looks like Blue deployed 2 end games, so that's going to be not very good for Red. We're going to redo Qual 4 because of a technical issue we had at the time. So we're going to do that, and then that should be our last qualifying match of the day. Then we move on to elimination. Well, we move on to alliance selection and elimination. We have some parts that were left on the field, some chain and a standoff, 2 shaft collars, a nylock, and a screw. So if any of those are yours, you might want to come claim them. So meanwhile, while we're waiting on those people, I'm going to go talk about the middle school match. So it currently looks like a heated match with about a minute to go between the Red Alliance 48953B and 385A. Don't do what I just did. And so we have a catapult robot in this match. And so we have seen 2 high discs scored. So we are now seeing roller play toward the end of the match. And Blue Alliance appears to be taking a roller. I can't see very well because this is as far as my mic will go. And it looks like Blue Alliance controls at least 3 rollers. And now I believe that marks the start of endgame. So there are 4 seconds left in this match. Let's see if any of them deploy endgames. Yes, we've got a string being pulled across the floor. We'll see how that changes the outcome of the match. So I heard they have these new fancy air compressors. They're made by Milwaukee, and they have like a trigger. So it's like a little air gun. It's really awesome. But you know what's not awesome? Leaving it at the field after you used it on your robot and your match was over. So you might want to come get that. You might need it for finals. Right over there. So I didn't realize it at the time, but we're replaying this match because it was inadvertently ended early by the tech crew. So we want to give these students the opportunity to play the full match once again.
I thought it went that fast. Did I hear you say that? So they're not going to finish all the qualifying matches?
There's more?
Huh?
To my knowledge, there's not. Sorry, just a clarification. That was the final, or this will be the final match for high school. They're still going to finish out all of middle school's matches. Just for clarification. We need. Never mind. Here's your reminder that skills ends at 4:30. So if you have more skills runs to do, you might want to do those like now. You have 9 minutes. 9. So it is now time for our last match, that is also our 4th match, Qual 4, because it was inadvertently ended early. So as the other member of the Blue Alliance gets set up, they were in the previous match, so we gave them a little while to reset the robot. We will be replaying it completely. And so we have 63663A and 46136A on the Blue Alliance, and on the Red Alliance we have 19589A and 63303B. We are ready. So we are going to go autonomous in 3, 2, 1. Red Alliance claims a roller. Blue Alliance appears to also have possibly claimed a roller. Red Alliance aiming to shoot, gets 1 high goal and misses 2, and takes the other roller. Red wins autonomous. We're going to driver control in 3, 2, 1. So now Red Alliance moving to pick up 3 discs and quickly get into position to fire. Fires all 3, and they all 3 go in. Red Alliance quickly picks up another 3 and puts them in the goal once more. Tell me if I've said it before, but Red Alliance just picked up 3 and shot 3 again. So now Red Alliance now playing some defense on Blue Alliance, trying to keep it away from those rollers and try and keep it in that corner, making plenty of space for its alliance partner. Blue Alliance now moving around, trying to, red license plate just came flying off, and an in-game deployed early after the 1 minute mark. So, Red Alliance is still out of spec, slightly. That goal is very full though. Yeah, Red Alliance seems probably okay because their robot is smaller than the 18 inches. If we need to measure it, we can just put 63663A next to it because they built a cube that was exactly 18 inches. But meanwhile, Red's alliance partner is moving around, trying to get in position for in-game, deploys in-game. Blue Alliance trying its best to mess up that in-game, but that's the end of the match. Unless you are currently in line, skills is now closed.